Hello everybody and welcome back to Kade Plays Hellish Quart this Sword Sunday. And today, we are going to jump in and we're going to do some more survival mode runs. I know this is a little late, this episode is going to be a little short. This weekend and my life in general recently has been very, very busy. So I haven't been able to put out as many videos as I want. It's been a little bit more difficult to find the time to actually sit down and record, but better late than never. This will actually technically come out on, this will technically come out very, very early on Monday morning, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm trying not to stress myself out over the specifics of the timing. I am not in any way a major enough YouTuber for any of that to matter. Instead, I'm gonna be more relaxed, and I'm just gonna put episodes out when I can, when I'm feeling the content. Definitely kind of had a bit of a burnout arc recently as well of, I think I've been putting way too much stress on myself, on, like, trying to produce daily uploads, or trying to do this, or trying to do that, and what, you know, what the nature of my content is. And just, like, really overthinking it, I guess, is a pretty good way to put it. Because it's really easy to get quite stressed out. Especially when things don't feel like they're going exactly the way that you'd envisioned or the way that you'd hoped, which is something I drift back and forth between a lot. But at the end of the day, this is something I do because it's something I enjoy doing. And there was a point earlier in the week where I really genuinely was considering, like, maybe it's time to just wrap it up, you know. And I had a good long conversation with Madam Producer, and kind of explained my situation to her, and she understood kind of where I was coming from and what I was saying. But then I kind of sat back and I thought, like, well, if it's such an obvious thing, if it's such a done deal that, like, that's the way I feel about it, then why does the idea of stopping make me feel so sad? I realize this because I don't want to stop, but I think I do need to address how kind of like a work-life balance, even though this is not my work. Oh, she caught me right on the arm. That was a very poorly timed lunge. Okay, made 7 off rip. That ain't actually terrible. So I think it's just on me to remind myself that this is supposed to be fun, and that when it stops feeling fun, and when I start feeling like checked out or like it's an obligation, that should be an indicator to me that something's gone wrong. Oh, that went right by her eyeball. Yeah, and that you know, there's a lot of other things in my life. Like I've got a 40-hour-a-week job. I still got to work that. And then I've got another job that's like a gig job that I also sometimes have to work that too. I will have to on the weekend coming up. And then all the other stuff I do, like I've got friends I go and hang out with. There is also a big event. There's a big event. That's another thing that's been taking up a good chunk of my time recently. Is we are preparing to do on November 8th. On Saturday, November 8th, and I'll make a more formal post about this closer to the time. But we will be doing a 24-hour live stream on Twitch, raising money for the charity Extra Life. That is a charity that provides equipment, covers medical costs, and lots of other things to support pediatric medical providers. So, you know, it's important important critical care stuff for the kids. So we're gonna go ahead and we are gonna do a wild 24-hour stream. It is gonna be myself and my two closest compatriots, the fellow members of the collective that we love to call the 3DB, which amounts to myself and world famous Twitch streamer I'm Nevex, and our dear sweet Unk Shade the Hokage. We together will be we have a venue that we have rented that we are going to be in, all three of us in one room together. We're going to be streaming on our own separate rigs to our own separate channels, but there's going to be a lot of crossover of the streams. We have donation incentives, we have stupid funny challenges we're going to do. We are going to play some games by ourselves. We are going to play some games with each other. It's going to be a lot of video games, but we have also got some IRL stuff that we're going to be doing using some streaming cameras that we have. It is going to be a wild time. So if you want to join in on that experience, again, that will be November 8th. That'll be starting at 9 a.m. Central Time. And you will be able to view that over on twitch.tv/MajorKade. If you're coming here for me. But there will also be equivalent streams from Shade and Nevex as well. We will feature each other heavily on our streams cross-platform. So that's going to be a really good time. And if you want to come and throw a couple of bucks at us to make us do something stupid live on camera, that will be the most perfect opportunity to do so. Oh, he steps into that like push cut. If it was quicker, I would call it a snap cut, but it isn't quite one. It's just that long step, and I think if I'd interrupted him earlier with like a quick poke, I would have probably been able to poke him through that step. I think he's very vulnerable during that step. It's just I reacted slightly too slow. Come on, Marie. Oh, caught her right in the top of the thigh. Nasty. But I will leave the stream links for all three of our streams. I will leave those in the comments below this video, so you can bookmark those if you are not already somebody who watches the streams. I do stream on Twitch on a semi-regular basis, several times a week. Any and all random games that I feel like playing. Recently I've been playing a lot of 7 Days to Die because it's October, it's zombies, and that game is insanely fun to me. So if you like a bit of survival crafting or some hero shooters, Marvel Rival, Dragon Ball Genshin, the Mecha Break, any arbitrary single player stuff that I feel like playing, there is a place that you can go and watch that. If you would like to see me co-stream that on YouTube as well, that's another thing to let me know. Go down there. Tell me, hey, I would watch your streams if you were to stream on YouTube, but don't type it in a stupid voice. I can read stupid voices. I'll know if you did it. Samuel didn't get the better of me that time. Of course, 'twas only round one, Samuel, naturally. Round 4. So, what? I can't even numbers anymore. Alexander. Ooh, that little backstep into that little neutral back hop or empty backdash into the backstep high right. He clipped me in the leg, but I clipped him in the face. There you go, Alexander, who is no longer called Alexander. Does his name now show up as Dinas? Which was his surname anyway, but I wonder why they decided to step away from the use of Alexander there. Woo! Traded the hit. That right sidestep high right is actually paying off pretty well here today. Not hating that. See how she do the thing when she do what she do? I'm into it. Alright, circled lunge is what I'm feeling here. Hers worked more gooder. In Quartata. No! Back it up, 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 back it up. Back it up. Alright. Oh! 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 She parried my rapier. And then just stalled for a second. I was able to just like right in the starnicus, right in the chesticles. See who we get next. Marie. Do it. Do it. Go long guard. Go long guard and blade by me. Go long guard and blade by me. I hate you. I hate you so much. Drop tip. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. That long guard low right, where she drops the tip and then brings it up into the lunge, that is nasty. That's actually something I used to do saber fencing. Surprisingly frequently. And it is wildly effective because you drop the tip and people just immediately, their arm goes down and then you just flick it back up at the end and it's hilarious how effective that could be. Yeah, you want to try that again? Okay. Works when you do it. Oh, circle out of there. Create some distance. Spacing is key. Oh, you gonna be tricky. Decided to retreat with a slash that time. In Quartata, backstep high right. Oh, that should have been a wrist catch. You have lied to me one too many times, Marina. Oh, that should have been a wrist catch. That is such a lie. I won anyway, but I'm still mad about it. And look, she smudged my eyeliner. How dare you smudge my eyeliner? For that, you deserve to die. Alright, Barabbas. Barabbas, what you trying to do? Wooden post. True final boss. What you trying to do? Oh! I threw out one quick lunge and he whacked me in the shoulder. You nasty little bandit. Filthy little bandit. This is leaning into my Frieza from Dragon Ball Z bag right there. I mean, he do kind of have monkey-like attributes. It cannot be said otherwise. You know this to be true, so maybe the Frieza parallel isn't so bad to break, to make. All right, Jesus. When did he wake up and decide he was going to be round one Barabbas and actually fight with me? Like, what was the decision-making process there? When, I'm round one Barabbas. I can actually do anything good. Let's have a scrap. This is stupid. Stop. Alright, Jan. Oh, I always forget about that little follow-up step. Ooh, okay. Do that again. Do that again. Warned you. That is very good. Sidestep high right is a really, really good riposte for somebody stepping towards you and coming high at your outside line after a parry. Come then. Come then, bastard. Bastard Navsky. Whoa, ho, ho. Oh, oh, that was flashy. How the hell? How the hell did he parry that? With his sword back over his shoulder, he just... That's ridiculous. With your body that open and the lunge coming out that fast, I don't see any reason I shouldn't have hit. You are a lie. You are a lie with a torn bicep. Well, that's ended his basketball career. Speaking of basketball, NBA season's back. I'm very happy. I'm a big fan of basketball. Don't know if anybody knew that. I've been quite often, the times that I've been live streaming on Twitch, I've had my phone set like just over here and like I'm still watching the basketball. I'm a Houston Rockets fan, if anybody was wondering. Nobody was. People are like, shut up, talk about the swords again. Okay, alright. I don't know. I always find like the Sword Sunday episodes are always like reasonably easy for me to kind of almost use as a podcasting source. I think I'm a lot more comfortable just playing this game and yapping over it because I'm not at risk of yapping over like cutscenes or storyline parts, but it's also not like so high octane as like Dragon Ball Genshin or something like that, where there's constantly something happening every 2 seconds. You get these sort of, you know, moments of slow tension and, you know, little explosive moments of action, but the pace is a lot more metered. So I tend to find it pretty pleasant just to like blah 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 blah. I like basketball. I'm doing a charity stream. All the links are in the description below. Just to reiterate as a hiccup. Could I cut that hiccup out in the edit? Yes. Am I going to? Fundamentally, no. Ooh! Oh, her lunge was just like... She'd executed the lunge and started drawing the rapier back, and I followed it with my body. It was just like... As my lunge landed directly in her sinuses. That was quite good. I enjoyed that. Alright, Laszlo. Don't get stabbed. He didn't get stabbed. I'm so proud. I swear they've changed his AI a little bit. I swear it used to be easier to stab this boy. I mean, not that it's difficult, especially on an enclosed map like that, but... I mean, I'll always take a little bit of time out of my day to stab Laszlo and then snap on it. That made my ear ring. Alright, Connor, we know what we do with you. We know what we do with you, don't we? We wait for you to whiff those big attacks. That fuck off. That should have hit you. That should have hit you. Just gotta wait for him to whiff those attacks, and then while his... Oh, I should have moved back a bit more. Or if I see him going for that lunge sidestepping, a left sidestepping Quartata would probably make for a pretty good response to that. At the very worst, I think the blades would clash and I would parry. And best case scenario is if I get the spacing right, he'll whiff under my arm and I'll stab him in the face. Jan, what are you doing? I just had to brutalize him. Just had to brutalize him and give him the business. You've heard of it. The business. Alright, Barabbas, you occasional run-ender. You wee turd. Stop running. Stop running. Stop running and just get lanced directly through your collarbone. How do you feel about it? Do you feel good? Do you feel like you achieved something? Do you now feel like the biggest bandit in the whole of the steppe? No, because we all know that's Big Marina. That's right. I was thinking about playing Marina a little bit more. I was prepping to, like, I got home super late and I was prepping to record this episode and I was like, I remember I said something, didn't I? I said something at some point that was like, last episode I was like, oh, that makes me want to do this next episode. I could not remember what it was. And I just defaulted to playing Marta because I also haven't played Marta in like a bit. And I really, really like Marta. I'm now remembering that I believe, unless I'm very much mistaken, that my plan was I should play more Marina. Because she's actually a monster. Yeah, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You're gonna get, I mean, you get stabbed in the nose. Pretty sure I caught her right on the tip of the nose with that one. Honk. But, like, not honk, it was just the sound of a rapier puncturing cartilage. Which is, considerably less amusing as a raw sound, but in context, still kind of funny. You gonna go into your poster guard? Like, alright, homie. You're just gonna circle around on me, mess up your own spacing, nudge against the edge of the arena, and then sling your saber over your back shoulder? Like, points for aura farming, but aura doesn't stop rapiers going through your face. I don't know if anybody ever told you that, fam. Alright, let's go long guard low right into the extension. Back up if it don't work. Go for a wrist catch. Oh look, he's on his maneuverability arc. Whoa. Whoa, very cagey game we're playing here. It's okay. His marinara of aliveness still came out. Which, for those of you who aren't a doctor, and legally you can't prove that I'm not a doctor, but every human being has a certain volume of aliveness marinara that exists within your body. Which, if somebody punctures your body with bullets or swords, then the aliveness marinara comes out. And then when you don't have enough marinara in you, you also don't have enough aliveness in you, and then you transition to becoming dead. Like, you see hers, it is all spilling out of the craniofacial region and has gone down her shirt a bit. And whilst it may look like you were eating mozzarella sticks in your truck on the way to Texas, and you dropped an entire marinara packet and it went down the front of your work shirt, and now you look like an asshole when you turn up on site to do some IT work. Whilst it looks very similar to that completely random hypothetical, in her case, it was not actual marinara, but it was her internal alive marinara that came out. And so she was then dead afterwards. Yes. All right, drunk monk himself. What are you doing, fella? Getting nicked in the arm? Is that what you're? Wouldn't. Tried to warn you. Tried to warn you, big homie. Is that our first 10 of the day? I think it's our first 10 of the day. God, I am insanely thirsty today, too. My voice has been really scratchy. I'm super dry. I'm just now getting over the sickness that I've had for like the last 3 weeks. Ooh, got a little bit brutal. Went in with the drop tip lunge, caught him in the thigh, and then got in his face, cracked him with the elbow, half moon cut. Don't know the correct name for that type of cut. I guess technically because you're drawing the blade to a back position and then coming over for additional force, it's technically a style of moulinet. Oh, I'm quicker, Laszlo. I'm sorry, brother. I'm just a little bit faster on that draw. But yeah, I'm recovering from the sickness. I would say I'm like a good 95% of the way there. Still got a bit of a cough, but it's not so bad. So here we go. Ooh, the accuracy of it. He laid him out gooch up. Gooch to the 4 winds. Just waiting for a big old mosquito. I saw today the biggest mosquito I've ever seen. And I live on the Gulf Coast, so we get some big mosquitoes. But I ain't never seen a mosquito this goddamn big. Whoa! Oh, some close combat there. Oh, she went under. She went under. Wrist catch? Nothing. Nothing came out. There's the wrist catch. I'm gonna applaud myself by slapping the back of my neck. Why exactly? No idea. It just felt like the thing to do at the time. Alright, mirror match. How do you beat the mirror match? By paying very close attention. Look more at their sword than yours. I can trust that I know where mine is at. What you gonna try and do, ho? What you gonna try and do, ho? I'm not advancing directly into you. I'm gonna come at you from the offline. I'm gonna come at you from off your center line. I'm not falling for this behavior. Oh, what a beautiful moment of execution. We both just like circled it and then lunged and like had, that was such an anime moment. That was that Dragon Ball moment, you know, when Goku and Vegeta rush at each other and they both land the punch at the same time, like their arms cross over and they both hit each other in the face. That's what I felt like that was right there. That makes me pretty happy. Kind of into it. Alright, Isabella. Whoa! Opened me up at round 15. Nasty stuff. Nasty stuff. Anyway, just a quick couple of rounds. Actually got something pretty good going on right at the very end there too. So looking pretty okay. Much as I'd like to continue, it is incredibly late into the night. I really have to get this edited, uploaded, and then do some other stuff, and then go to sleep, and then, why, it's just wild right now. But I still wanted to make sure that you got this, you got your Sunday episode, but also maybe just got a bit of an explanation as to why I've been a little less consistent over the last while, and the other things I'm doing. Like, some of it is prepping for this big stream thing. Excuse me. Some of it's prepping for the big stream thing for the final time. The links will be down below to the Twitch. Come there, we will have all the links for all the Extra Life, the charity donation page, and all that kind of stuff if you want to come and throw a couple spare bucks our way. But like, a lot of the rest of it is just personal pressures. I've got some, like, I'm not particularly in a place where I want to tell the whole story right now. But I do have some pretty heavy personal stuff I'm working through right now as well, which is taking up both a lot of my time, but like just a ton of my emotional energy, and has led to me feeling kind of burnt out and somewhat checked out on making YouTube videos a little bit. But I've been trying to have a conversation with myself around that and see if I can get myself back where I want to be with it. And right now I'm actually feeling pretty good. So there may be less videos per week than there have been. But hopefully, if there's going to be less videos, I can at least make them a little bit better quality. The quality just hasn't really been where I've been super happy with it. I want to work on that more, but again, that just takes time that I don't have. So I'm going to do the best I can with what I have for right now. And hopefully when I can resolve some things going forward, then I'll be in a position to put maybe a little bit more time, if that's what I'm feeling and if that's what brings me joy, put a little bit more time into that and try and drag up the quality of the videos on this channel too. So I appreciate y'all sticking with me, especially y'all regulars who always be coming back. It does make me happy to see the same names pop up, knowing that you guys are following along with this and enjoying the things that I do, even when sometimes it's hard to remember that I do. But y'all keep me on track, and I appreciate that. More than you probably realize. Nonetheless, we'll go ahead and end this episode here before I get too mushy. If you're a new viewer and you made it all the way to the end of this episode, clearly you like something you see, and if that's the case, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe if you want to see more of this and the other content that I bring you on this channel. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back and spending your time with me. You fill my heart with the warm, fuzzy feelings, and I love you. Other than that, there is nothing left for me to say except, I have been Kade. This has been Hellish Quart, this Sword Sunday. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.